We are counting down the highest sports magazine sales from December 2023. Let's go. All right, my friends, before we dive into the top 10, let's start off with some honorable mentions that just missed out on the list. And we're going to begin with this 1984 Sports Illustrated Michael Jordan. It's his first pro cover. A Star is Born. This cover is pretty legendary by now in this hobby. It's a CGC 5.5 copy. It is a newsstand and it's sold on eBay for $1,076.51. Next up, we've got Barry Sanders' first Sports Illustrated cover from 1990. You've got a beautiful CGC 9.4 copy. This one sold on auction with lots of action, and it went for $1,132.87 on eBay. Here we got issue number 1 from Sports Illustrated. This is from 1954. Of course, you got Hall of Fame Brave Eddie Matthews on the cover. It's a CGC 9.2 copy. Pretty strong sale here for a 9.2. This is a little bit higher than the recent comps. Went for $1,150 on eBay. From 1996, Sports Illustrated for Kids, you got Larry Johnson on the cover with the New York Knicks, but that is not why someone is spending $1,150 on this copy. They want that Tiger Woods rookie card that is on the inside. Sometimes magazines are more valuable for what's on the inside rather than what's on the cover. Next up, Michael Jordan. This is his true first cover with North Carolina from 1983. Got another newsstand copy here. It's a CGC 6.5, sold on Heritage Auctions for $1,200. Very unique magazine here. This is Sports News from 1938. We got a Boston Bruins, multiple autographs, and actually signed by the entire team and authenticated by JSA. This includes some pretty significant autographs of Hall of Famers Eddie Shore, Tiny Thompson, Bobby Bauer, and Cooney Wheeland, and this sold on eBay for $1,250. Here we've got 1986 All-Star Game program, and this All-Star Game that was hosted in Houston in 1986 featured some legends on the cover, and somehow this copy has been autographed by every single legend that is pictured on the cover. We're going Joe DiMaggio, Duke Snyder, Yogi Berra, Willie Mays, Lou Brock, Stan Musial, Harmon Killebrew, Ernie Banks, Sandy Koufax, Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, Whitey Ford, Ted Williams, Willie McCovey, and Brooks Robinson. That's incredible. Sold raw on eBay for $1,250. From 1996, Newsweek magazine. It's Tiger Woods. This is a subscription copy. He's featured there with his dad. It's been autographed by both, authenticated by PSA, sold on eBay for $1,324. From 1996, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Brett Favre. It's a CGC 9.8 copy, and it sold on Heritage Auctions for $1,440. Nice Tiger Woods cover here from 2000, Sports Illustrated. It's the Guts and Glories cover. This is a CGC 9.8 copy, sold for $1,500 on Heritage Auctions. Kobe Bryant's first Sports Illustrated cover from 1998. This is a subscription copy, of course, alongside Magic Johnson. This one has been autographed by Kobe Bryant. His autograph value has, of course, skyrocketed since his tragic death a few years ago. This has been authenticated by JSA and sold raw for $1,525 on eBay. Here's a Sports Illustrated newsstand lot. I don't typically include lots on this countdown. Usually I only do single sales, but hey, what the heck? This is my show. You had 14 raw magazines, and of course the key headliner here is that one in the top right. That is Walter Payton's first cover. Looks to be in very nice condition, and this lot sold for $1,602 on eBay. Next up, we've again got Michael's first cover from 1983. This is a subscription copy with the label removed, but it has been autographed by MJ, authenticated by Beckett, sold for $1,822.98. Here we've again got issue number 1. We previously saw a 9.2 that went for around 1,100. Here's a 9.8, and these have been pretty consistently selling right around this range for the past 6 months or so now. Went for $1,860 on Heritage Auctions as a CGC 9.8. Next up, not a sports magazine, but once again, this is my show. And to be truthful, the whole graded magazine hobby as a whole seems to be growing and expanding beyond just Sports Illustrated and beyond just sports magazines. So I think it's fun to include these other publications as well. This is Playboy from 1990. Got Donald Trump on the cover. It's been autographed by Trump, authenticated by Beckett, and slabbed by Beckett. And this sold for $1,860 on Heritage Auctions. From 2018, it's the first Sports Illustrated cover for Patrick Mahomes. It's a CGC 9.8 copy, sold for $1,980 on Heritage. And here's another Trump auto. This is Time Magazine from 2016. How Trump Won, authenticated and slabbed by Beckett, sold on Heritage Auctions for $2,100. From 1981, we've got Wayne Gretzky's first Sports Illustrated cover, graded as a CGC 8.5. This was also sold together with Beckett Hockey #1, a CGC 9.8 copy. That 9.8 copy of this Beckett magazine with Gretzky on the cover sells in the range of $200 to $300. So we can say that of this overall $2,200 sale, the majority of it, probably about 2,000 of it, went towards this 8.5 first Sports Illustrated cover. But this sale of these two issues combined sold once again for $2,200 on eBay. And now we are going to roll into the top 10, starting off with number 10, and we have Michael Jordan from 1998. This is the Last Stand cover. It's a CGC 9.8 copy, sold on eBay for $2,400. There have been 60 total newsstand copies of this issue graded, and this is one of 8 9.8s. Coming in at number 9, again, Michael Jordan. This time it's his second Sports Illustrated cover. It's from 1984, playing for Team USA. This is a newsstand copy, CGC 7.5, sold on eBay for $2,500. There have been 49 newsstand copies of this issue graded. This is one of 6 CGC 7.5s, and there are 24 copies graded higher. We have a two-way tie at number 7, and first up, we've got Mike Trout, his first Sports Illustrated cover from 2012, and this is a CGC 9.8 copy, sold on Heritage Auctions for $3,000. There have been 86 newsstand copies graded of Trout's first cover, and this is one of only 7 9.8s. And also coming in at number 7, tied with the Mike Trout, we've got the Mickey Mantle first cover from 1956. This is a subscription copy with the label removed. It is a CGC 8.5, and in all transparency, this was my personal copy that I sold on Heritage Auctions with a final price of $3,000. So this issue has been graded 61 times as a newsstand, 54 times as a subscription. At the 8.5 level, there are 6 newsstands graded 8.5, there are 2 subscriptions, and there are 11 newsstands graded higher. There are only 2 subscriptions graded higher. I purchased this magazine raw as a subscription copy with the label attached, sent it off to a friend of mine who expertly removed the label. Looked absolutely beautiful. I cleaned it, pressed it, sent it into CGC, popped the 8.5, and then passed it along to Heritage, and super happy to end up here on this list with this $3,000 sale. Coming in at number 6, we've got Willie Mays on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 1962. This is his third cover, but in my opinion, one of his best, possibly his best. It's a CGC 9.0 copy, really strong grade from the 60s. This one sold on Heritage Auctions for $3,960. There are only 12 newsstand copies of this issue graded, and at the 9.0 level, it's a Pop 2 with none higher. Coming in at number 5, again, Michael Jordan's first cover from 1983. This is a newsstand copy graded CGC 8.0. We're starting to get into the big dog game here with this pretty high graded copy of MJ's first cover. This one was put up on auction on eBay, had tons of interest, actually more watchers than I've ever seen on any Sports Illustrated issue. I think it ended up having around 95 watchers. Final sale price was $4,400. $416.99. There have been 125 newsstand copies of this cover graded. This is a Pop 13 at the 8.0 level, and there are 13 copies graded higher. We've got a two-way tie at number 3. Once again, it's Michael's first cover. Now, this is a 7.5 newsstand, and this one sold for $5,000 in a private sale. So you might be saying, well, now hold on a second. We just saw an 8.0 copy sell for $4,400. Why is a 7.5 selling for $5,000? That is just the risk that you sometimes take with an auction. That previous one that we just looked at, this was put up on an auction, and whenever you put something up in auction, it's going to sell no matter what. As long as there's at least one bidder, that item is going to sell, regardless of the outcome. You don't really have any control over the outcome. If you're going to hold it and wait, if you have a specific price in mind, and you're willing to be patient, then you oftentimes can realize a little bit of a higher price, waiting for that buy it now or waiting for that private sale. And that's why there's a little bit of a difference here. So strong sale, $5,000 on this CGC 7.5 copy. Once again, there's 125 copies of this graded. There are 10 7.5s, and there are 26 copies graded higher. The other copy tied at number 3 is Michael Jordan's second cover from '84. This is an 8.5 newsstand copy. This one sold on eBay for $5,000. 49 newsstand copies of this graded. This is a Pop 9 with 13 copies graded higher. And coming in at number 2, it's another non-sports magazine. This is Elon Musk. This is Time magazine from 2021. He was named the Person of the Year. This, of course, was well before buying Twitter, and it's a CGC 9.8 copy, sold on eBay for $10,000. There have been 32 copies of this issue graded, and this is one of only 3 9.8s. And the number 1 highest selling magazine from this past month was this Bobby Orr first Sports Illustrated cover from 1967, graded at a CGC 9.0. This sold on Heritage Auctions for $13,200. There have only been 28 newsstand copies graded, and this is a Pop 2 with none higher. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have not yet, please subscribe. I also appreciate likes and comments. And until next video, we'll see you next time.